A first-person shooter with no shooting? Elliot, that's almond flavoring. It's not alcohol. A non-Korean Korean team winning esports? Loot boxes propping up the US economy? The video game world sure is a mess, and once again, it's probably all your fault. Feeling guilty yet? Well, here's another dose of T.U.G.S to get your mind right since it's been rotting away in front of Fortnite or whatever the flavor of the month is right now.
Here we go!
No, you fucking cuck!
Peggy 18.
We'll hold up on the ever-developing stories around microtransactions and how they're either going to become illegal or save the world from economic meltdown, because we talk about those things here on T.U.G.S about as much as we talk about Equifax on Tech Tuesday.
Equifax.
Yeah, they're both really important things to talk about, but we understand that as gamers, your attention spans pretty much don't exist. So instead, let's talk about your favorite game in the world, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty!
Pew, 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 pew.
Woo!
Stab, stab, stab.
All you raging, bloodthirsty teens out there probably dove into the new Call of Duty game based on World War II with one thing in mind: causing as much mayhem and bloodshed with your rifles, pistols, shotguns, and LMGs as possible. Okay, hold on. Two or three thoughts in your mind, actually. You were also bitching about how you could play as a woman.
Boo!
And that there weren't any swastikas in multiplayer.
Boo!
But for normals,
Free speech!
for normals like us, those things don't matter because it's a video game, and we've already explained why you can't have swastikas in multiplayer maps if you want to do an esports for this game. Now, there's one person, however, going back to the other thing, who takes their elimination of enemy combatants very serious and likes to do his dirty work up close and personal. Or, you know, with a knife from a distance. This is a player named These Knives Only.
These knives only. This player didn't rush his way through to multiple levels of prestige to show how badass he was. He clawed his way there, patiently, using nothing but throwing knives and melee weapons. That's right, gamers. This person ascended to greatness. All 55 levels in each prestige mode, all 11 prestige modes to hit the rank of Master Prestige in a first-person shooter without shooting anything at all. Oh, and by the way, this isn't even the first time he's done it either. He's been attempting and completing this self-imposed challenge since 2010's Call of Duty Black Ops. He's a pacifist, unless you get too close.
Yeah, or if he has that deadly accuracy. This time around, he was able to max out Master Prestige by February 2nd.
Groundhog Day!
Just a few months after the game's release. And in a video showing some of the best kill streaks and insane throws, he also showed off some stats, which are pretty impressive. Over 8,000 kills with a shovel,
wow.
225 with an ice pick, 5,300 with a trench knife, 800 with a combat knife, and finally, a staggering 15,967 kills with his weapon of choice, the throwing knife. Very impressive. This man is a gaming hero and a legend. Not that Billy Mitchell or that guy that won the drag racing game.
Yeah. Cheaters.
He's also an inspiration to anyone who thinks they've accomplished anything by simply playing the game it was supposed to be played. You losers should all strive to be more like Knife Boy here, who sets a goal and then achieves it, and doesn't just mindlessly play through every game that comes out just to say they've played it. You all make me sick.
But if that doesn't make you feel like a useless waste of life, maybe this will. Multi-millionaire sports stars, they're just like us guys, right? They play video games too. And sure, it might seem a little weird that they primarily play video games that they themselves are included in. It's still technically a video game.
Yeah.
And now, apparently, some of these athletes are using titles like NBA 2K to train and learn on the virtual court so that they can excel on the real court. And no, we're not talking about some bench warmer here. We're talking about LeBron fucking James, the king.
Yeah.
Who, rather than immediately meet and practice with his teammates face to face, he does what probably all of us meek, sad little men would do in similar situations. He just plays video games and avoids direct social interaction.
This is the best way to live.
In his finished basement. Not unfinished, it's a finished basement.
And his mom has her own house that he probably bought for her.
And his chicken tenders have gold leaf.
And they're very crispy. Delicious. This does kind of make sense though in context because he's playing NBA 2K, which he claims is realistic as hell, and he's doing it in order to work out how his newly traded teammates are gonna perform with him, the king. It's honestly not even that far-fetched of an idea, and he's actually done it before for teammate Isaiah Thomas, who was returning to the team after an injury. But back then he was quoted as saying, quote, "I play a lot of NBA 2K, and it's the most realistic basketball game out there. I mix and match a lot of lineup changes and things of that nature to see how we can be really good."
Now, of course, according to people who watch the basketball, Isaiah Thomas didn't really work out.
The game was a lie.
So maybe training on NBA 2K was bad for LeBron. Well, he's given it another shot thanks to these recent trades, which brings 4 new players to the Cleveland Cavaliers. A tweet from ESPN reporter Dave Dave said this. Remember how LeBron said he played with potential Isaiah Thomas lineups on NBA 2K before IT made his comeback and the internet had a field day with it when Thomas didn't pan out? Well, he's doing it again for the new guys. Memes be damned. And then Dave quoted a statement from LeBron which read, "I did bring my game console and I will get it set up in Boston. Get the updated rosters and I'll see how it translates. So I will get that going for sure."
I mean, sounds like an airtight plan. What could go wrong? But you'd have to wonder whether or not he's playing in solo mode or career mode or whatever mode they have, or taking his skills to the internet. Because if he's playing against some people online, he's probably extremely frustrated with his teammates, and it's not even their fault. He's just getting worked by these nerds, dunking on him. Yeah, seriously, like imagine virtually dunking on LeBron James because he's not used to his new virtual and IRL teammates yet. You fucking suck. Imagine the shit talking he gets. I bet 2K gives him a lot of those fucking free points though. The ones you have to spend online.
Absolutely.
Yeah. LeBron ain't paying for
Go
shit.
get yourself something nice, LeBron.
Yeah, we love you,
You're the
LeBron.
king.
Keep saying that we're the best, most realistic game. We love you. Now, yes, much like throwing knives in Call of Duty and playing with just those, it would be a profound virtual moment to dunk on LeBron. And you know what? Maybe someone out there will one day.
Yeah. Speaking of profound virtual moments, though, I guess we should update you all on what went down at the Overwatch League Stage 1 Finals, since you're probably not watching, even though you should be.
You should be.
Yeah, the league didn't do a great job of informing people that there were going to be huge finals at the end of every stage with a prize purse of $125,000, but that totally happened.
Yeah.
And we don't think you'll be surprised to hear that a Korean team took first place against another Korean team, both of whom aren't the Korean team. Okay, yeah, that's confusing. I understand. Or maybe it is. We don't know.
Yeah, okay. Now, let's break this down. The Korean team is Seoul Dynasty, and they had a great start in Stage 1, but then they started to fall apart. Now, there are these other teams, the New York Excelsior and the London Spitfire. They're both Korean teams, but not the Korean team. You following me? They faced each other in Stage 1 finals after London beat the Houston Outlaws, not a Korean team, who are actually the Optic team. London nailed a reverse sweep against the New York Excelsior to become the Stage 1 champions, and they took home $100,000 of that $125,000 total prize. Now the league's off for a week and a half. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. It'll be back again towards the end of the month with Stage 2 starting up, and that'll have some maps and roster changes as well as the updated, or patched, characters who actually have their patches this time because they nerfed Mercy and they didn't make the pros play with the nerfed Mercy. Meanwhile, us normals had to play with a Mercy who can't res every 2 seconds. Blasphemy.
What he said.
Exactly. Yeah, this has been your esports report.
All right, now we can actually talk about microtransactions and what the heck is going on with all that shit.
Brand safe.
Now, but we promised to keep it brief because, as we said before, we're aware that you don't have the attention span for
You've already clicked out.
We've previously spoke about certain countries and even United States either regulating or straight up banning loot boxes from games, and now there's some news coming out of Germany and Sweden about how they may be handling things going forward. Germany has about a month to decide whether or not to ban microtransaction loot boxes from games, and it's looking like it might actually happen because their chairman of the German Youth Protection Commission thinks that it's imaginable that loot boxes violate the ban on gambling for children and minors.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really wrong, but whatever. Over in Sweden, they're looking at enforcement potentially starting early next year with their country's Minister of Public Administration saying that they are, quote, working to regain control of the gambling market as soon as possible, and to make sure that Swedish consumer protection laws apply to all actors which conduct gambling activities, and that he doesn't, quote, want to rule out the possibility of classifying loot boxes as gambling. He said, quote, "It is obvious that there are many people suffering from gambling addiction who also get stuck in this type of gambling and lose money because of it." And again, not really wrong.
No, yeah, people's lives have been ruined by this shit.
I feel like it's more like actual gambling when it's in games on Steam that have the marketplace available, because you could potentially get something worth actual real money and then sell it. Whereas in, you know,
Candy Crush?
games where it's just cosmetic stuff that you have to keep, it's not really gambling. You're just buying the chance to get something for your character. I don't know. It's very murky water, and I don't think whatever the first decision any of these countries or states make is going to be the right one. So let's just hope that they take a little breather.
Well,
figure these things out.
Over here in the land of the free, love it or leave it, where cash rules everything around me. CREAM. Get the money, dollar bills, y'all.
Man, you are a hip-hop aficionado, Elliot.
Regulators might they might talk a big game, but there's no fucking way that they're going to stop milking this cash cow directly into their mouths, especially after this memo to investors from Activision, which showed that they raked in billions upon billions of dollars from downloadable content and loot boxes.
That is billions with a B, by the way.
Yeah, they're making billions off this shit, so for every noble Twitter or Reddit post you see that claims they're so brave that they'll never buy into this shit, there are hundreds of thousands of other people who are just shutting the hell up and buying whatever the hell these companies can shovel into their gaping maws. With numbers like these, it's safe to say that DLC and loot boxes aren't going anywhere for us American, burger-eating, beer-drinking, heart disease-loving gamers.
Land of the free.
And I clap!
Home of the brave. And now, thanks to that Activision investors report, I stand for the flag.
I stand for the loot box.
I stand for DLC and loot boxes.
You know, we should make a law of making the national anthem play at the beginning of every video game.
Yeah.
And you can't skip it.
Nope. Unskippable cutscene.
Yeah. And then it tells you, it gives you the location of every veteran within like a half-mile radius.
You need to bring them a hot meal.
And you have to congratulate each of them.
Yeah.
And thank them for
their service. Exactly. God, just fucking...
What a country.
But now, let's pass the torch over to Shibby, who he's finally reviewing a game that you have all 7 Shibby fans who stick around for his reviews every episode, you've all been eagerly awaiting for this. Shibby the Weeaboo is here to review a hentai game. I think. I took a cursory glance at it. Take it away, Shibby.
Tugs boys and Tugs girls, it's not often I play a game so overrated, so overhyped, praised by tens of thousands of players that I actually enjoy. This particular game certainly failed, as it's a basic visual novel of anime high school boy picked in any town, Japan, with a bunch of desirable Japanese schoolgirls to chat up and make poems. Of course, I'm talking about the best rated Steam game of all time, Doki Doki Literature Club, DDLC.
Best rated?
Best rated of all time, baby.
Better than Portal?
Yeah. This game is basically the guy on Steam who has the anime girl as his avatar and is looking to scratch that wee bitch with dating high school girls and chatting them up. But wait, eventually shit goes sideways and now you're playing a disturbing horror game. Oh, look here, fellow teenagers. I'm playing Minecraft and suddenly it corrupts and it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my God, twist, were you tricked? It's so meta. Oh my God, remember jump scares? LOL. You thought it was so damn kawaii, but get fucked. And now I'm so depressed. Maybe having watched all Black Mirror, where technology presented in the show is super cool and life-changing, but then shit goes sideways for the worst. This is just not interesting to me anymore. Oh no, this seemingly perfect Japanese large-chested schoolgirl for some reason really into, little old me, my fantasy waifu. How did this happen? Oh, I'm getting so attached to her, and surely I hope nothing terrible happens to now my forever crushed waifu. You can't eat ass forever, kids. It dries up, fam. DDLC is not a terrible game. It's not shibby criminal. But it has a handful of tropes that have literally been stabbed to death. Too long, didn't read, get you baited, 0 out of 10 weeps.
Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy crossover sounds like $1 million idea. You should probably run with that.
All right, I'm on it.
All right, well, thanks, Shibs, I guess. Anyway, for our Amazon review this week, we decided to pick another game that was sold as a sex simulator, but was totally different, much to the dismay of horny gamers everywhere. That game is Catherine. This review comes from Amazon user The Geek. Prolific Amazon user The Geek, who titled their review of Catherine, Junk. This is what The Geek had to say.
The game is sold as a sexy game, but when actually played, it turns around and literally preaches to you. The disturbing use of sheep, I believe, is supposed to be symbolic of lost sheep suffering in hell. The end okay each level after cube building, you way out of hell, out of the top is a church, and you have to go in the confessional to end the level. The gameplay is your character playing a boring, repetitive cube puzzle game where each level is the same, only you have to go faster. And there is no playoff for all of the sexual teasing the game tries to pull on you with at the beginning. It's a complete fail in every way, boring gameplay, preachy bait and switch advertising, and a complete waste of money. 1 star. Someone send that man some pornography. His balls are getting big.
My balls are weighing me down.
His balls are full of piss and he needs to get it out.
How am I supposed to get to the top of this cube maze when my big, heavy balls full of cum are weighing me down? Why can't she just get naked already?
Even the anime characters put me in the friend zone.
When is my time, damn it? Anyways, follow both of us on Twitch and the ETC show channel. It's twitch.tv/ETC_show. I'm twitch.tv/It's Ricky for the win.
Twitch.tv/Elliot. Or Elliot ETC.
There you go.
I should know that.
The links are in the description as well. And if you love this glorious t-shirt, I also have a merch store that I don't pay attention to. I'll put a link down below in that. I completely forgot it existed, but if you want it, someone was asking about it last time, go there and buy it. Anyways, watch our recent episodes of T.U.G.S over here, and looks like this week is the week we might be back live streaming because we fucked up last time and we still had another day left on our ban. So maybe see you Thursday.